Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever watched this channel before, you will know that I am very average at chess. In Rapid, I sit around 1200, which I think it's quite respectable. It's not overly exciting. It just means I've been playing chess for a few years now, not very seriously, just for fun. So when I'm intoxicated, and for my younger viewers, that just means I drank a lot of apple juice and got very hyper. I'm really bad at chess. Okay, I'm really bad. Last night, I went to a pub quiz, right? Which, if you're not in England, a pub is just the greatest thing in the world. I mean, you just go there, you socialise, you have a good time. But there was a quiz on, and it was very fun. So I had plenty of apple juice. I then got home, and do you know what I decided to do? I thought, you know what? I love chess, right? I was in one of those extremely hyper moods where you just think, God, I love chess. It's just so fun. What would be a really good idea? I'm going to go play some chess. So I played about 5 games. In this video, I'm only going to show you 2 of them because there's only 2 that are worth showing. The others, I think I made about 3 moves. And wow, let me tell you, there's some interesting gameplay in this video. I am marginally ashamed to even show this because it doesn't matter that I'm very hyper on apple juice. Some of these moves, inexplicable. Okay. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the first game. Actually, with further ado, guys, smash the like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. It's all free. Thank you. Right, first game, as you can see, we have the white pieces. Is this still on? It's still on. Wait, no it isn't. Bear with me, guys. Live changes, live changes. I just need to... Bear with me 1 second. Live changes, guys, live changes. This should all be updated now. Are we good to go? Yes, yes we are. Okay. White pieces, guys. D4. Normal opening. Do you know what's funny is I found that my openings were actually still 98% accuracy. I think you just don't forget the theory. Like when you can just close your eyes and make the moves, everything's fine. It's when they play a weird move and you have to look at it like this and think, what is going on? Okay, so D4. We're looking to play a Queen's Gambit, and they look to be looking to play some sort of French defence, but we end up getting in like a Queen's Gambit decline sort of position anyway. So this is all relatively familiar. There's nothing too weird going on in this position, okay? Just knight c3 to block the check. They take, I take back, and then we're just going to have this really strong pawn centre. And I'm probably thinking all of this while high on apple juice. Not high, just intoxicated on apple juice. High was the wrong word. That's a separate matter. We trade. Now, I do know this isn't the best move, but I was just thinking, why not? Why not? Let's just play it. And then bishop a3 is always best in this position because when they develop the knight, you're going to stop them being able to castle because obviously the king can't pass through a check. Knight c6, bishop d3. B5 is an inaccuracy by my opponent. Now, the eval bar is loving my position, plus 1.7. Okay, now if I was any good at chess, I would be able to convert this position. I castle. Again, I'm playing very good chess so far. This is weird. They play a6, which is fine, and I play queen c2. I'm just lining up this battery. Let's just say, for example, they played here. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to play this because they'd then have this, which sort of just blocks me. And what would it want here? Yeah, I'd then have to take. Wow, and I would actually just win the game, actually. Never mind. I'm telling a complete lie, guys. The reason I can't play this is because of knight f6. Wow, so it attacks my bishop. So I could actually have played that. That's ridiculous, isn't it? If they play here, I just take, and they can't take back because this is mate. They can't go here because this bishop on this wicked diagonal. That's crazy. If I was sober, maybe I'd have seen that. But anyway, we line that up. Rook comes out, and then they blunder their queen. They play queen to e7. Obviously, my bishop is on this diagonal, so that is just a free queen. Guys, this is the first huge blunder of the apple juice scenario. This is bad, okay? This is actually inexcusable. There is a queen sat on e7. They moved it in the line of my bishop, and I didn't see it. I did not see it. I was so fixated on just taking the centre, that I allowed them to take my bishop. I allowed them to move in front of my bishop, for me to then not take it, for them to then take my bishop. I probably didn't even see them take my bishop either. I probably was just looking at it like, oh, was their queen jumping in? That's weird. How do I kick this away? I just take in the centre. I mean, I'm literally just... I played this pawn move. May as well take in the centre now, follow through. I think I was just seeing like, oh, they can't even take back because of this pin. I probably didn't even see the knight there. But hey-ho. I then, I go back to my chess principles and remember, oh, double stacking's quite good. Why have I double stacked? There's a pawn right there. This does nothing for me. And even if I want to move this pawn forward and offer an exchange, I just block my bishop. I mean, I know the threat is it going this way anyway, but still. They short castle. I see a free pawn. I've set up a battery here as well. Free pawn. I'm going to take it. And then the knight jumps in. And this is where things get a bit crazy, okay? Because I'm just like, well, down a bishop, so I may as well just make this exciting. They play this. I take this pawn. They push this pawn. And in this position, I need to play bishop h5 to, have any sort of chance in this game. I play queen d3 for some reason. I imagine it's because I wanted to set this up, this check. They bring their queen back. Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on just a minute. This game is not over. Queen h3. G7 is a massive mistake, and look at that eval bar. I am now +4 if I can find the right sequence of moves. Great move. Great move. They play here. I now need to play queen h6. Guys, I built it up, I'm sorry. I built it up. I was looking for checks, okay? I was looking for checks, and I saw... This is a check. I forgot that pawns could take diagonally. I lose my knight. Let's explore the line that I could have found. Queen here. They take their queen over there. I give this check. King goes over there. Queen g7 check. And I win a rook. So that would have been the line if I'd have played queen h6, which I wouldn't have found if I was sober, to be completely honest with you. But hey-ho, I find this brilliant move. It's not a blunder. You guys just don't have the same vision I do. What am I going for here? I give this check. Now, really instructive. When your queen's in danger, guys, just look for checks to get out. It's really instructive. I give this check. Where's the queen going to go? Not the queen, sorry, the king. Nowhere, because it doesn't even have to move, okay? I give this check, forgetting that knights can take in an L shape. You guys aren't on the same level of genius I am, okay? This guy's plus 13 points of material. Plus 13 points. But the game's not over. I give a check. King takes my bishop. You might be thinking... Max, this is completely losing. How on earth do you make a comeback in this game? Well, spoiler alert. Hang on, they had mate here. Where's the mate? Hang on. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, this is disgusting. Wow, and then my only move is g3, but they've got rook f3. That is vile. That is absolutely vile. Luckily they don't find that. And I go on to, well, completely lose this game. Not even close. I had an opportunity to play queen h6 back here, but who finds that, man? I mean, obviously I play the obvious knight to e4. But guys, don't worry, okay? I have one more game for you, okay? And let me tell you, this one is actually a banger, okay? I'd be proud of this game sober. We have the black pieces. We get e4, e5. No, e4, d5, sorry. Then e5. Now c5, okay? So I'm remembering all my theory. All my theory. I think, can you also push here? It's not as good, but it's fine. But yeah, c5... basically just stops them taking complete control of the centre, because after a position like this, I mean, my development's quicker, I've got a pawn in the middle. Like, I'd just be glorious, really. So then they bring the other pawn forward. They play f4, which is dangerous. And I did think at the time, like, well, he's weakening his king side if he ever wants to castle. It's weird that I can remember my thoughts after all the apple juice I drank. But nonetheless, f6. Just looking for them to take and then develop my knight, really. I play queen here, so if they do ever take, and then I take back with the knight, I'll then have pressure on this f4 pawn. Bishop jumps out to b5, giving a check. I block with the knight. They play f5, which is actually a mistake because of this wonderful exchange here. I can take, and this remains defended, because if we get like this move, for example, I just play like that. So they're obviously not going to take the pawn. Oh, they do take the pawn. So obviously in this position, I'll see that I can take the knight with check and gain a tempo. Obviously I'll see that. I won't just think, oh, I can't take because my knight's pinned, will I? I will obviously take this knight. Guys, I need you to remember, this is not the real me, okay? This is Apple Juice Max Chess. He didn't know what he was doing. I do remember thinking in this position, like, oh my god, like after something like this, it just looks so bad for me. I hate this position. And yeah, I did hate this position. I'm not going to lie. Especially after looking at the game after and realising I could have just taken the knight. But guys, I promise you, this game gets better, okay? Stick around. We play e6, okay, looking to just strike in the centre. I mean, we have a really strong pawn structure. I play here because I did notice that I had a discovered check, and if I push this pawn, they'd lose the bishop. But obviously, they are going to see that. They don't see that. They do not see that. And in this position, a lot of people might be thinking, right, that's just a... Did I just say right? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say right. Right, that's just a free pawn. Let me just take that pawn. But then you get into some weird positions with c4, apparently. I wasn't even looking at c4. I was looking at, like, setting up a battery on this file and it being a bit scary. But luckily for me, I'm a chess genius, okay? And I found the move c4. I give a check while attacking this bishop with my pawn, so I'm going to win this bishop. They play rook f2. I take the bishop. So they, of course, take back. I then develop my bishop to a apparently not so lovely square, but hey-ho. We get queen e2, pinning my bishop to my queen, and then I find the move king d7. Who finds that while they're drinking loads of apple juice? I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? I just sort of think to myself, I don't need to castle. Who needs castling when you can just move your king to the 7th rank? Mwah! Chef's kiss. Knight c3 and knight g4. I'm just maintaining pressure on this rook. Probably should have played like this, but hey-ho. King f1. I then take the rook, because obviously it's a rook, I'm obviously going to take it. And then they bring their queen. Now, I then trade off queens, but as you can see from these arrows, I didn't really need to. I probably could have just developed my bishop here, and then the queen would obviously have to move, but then my rook is coming over, maintaining pressure on this. I mean, it just looks crushing. So I am a bit annoyed that I traded queens, but nonetheless, we're still completely winning. Bishop c5. They play here, and now I have a mate in 8, which probably starts with like a check here. Obviously, I don't find it. So instead of that gorgeous mate, I slide my rook over, looking to maybe play rook here, just maintaining pressure on this king at all times. I don't know what a3 does. Maybe they're looking to sort of attack my bishop like this, but I'm too quick. I mean, I give a check. It's not the best move, but it's completely crushing. I double stack. I just slide my bishop back, so there's no need to, do anything stupid, even if you are drinking lots of apple juice. Both rooks on the 2nd rank is just absolutely crushing, because I'm going to take this pawn with check, and then I win the bishop, and in this position they resign, because, I mean, mate is coming one way or another. I mean, there's just too much pressure. It's everywhere. There is nothing they can do, basically. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe. It's all free, so it costs you nothing, just do it. Comment down below any other chess related content you want to see, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.